Let's jump right into today's explainer. We're looking at some fascinating source material that tackles a massive goal: how to naturally transform from a low-energy, sluggish primate into a highly optimized powerhouse. We're going to unpack a step-by-step pyramid of priorities to scientifically optimize your hormones literally from the ground up. If you're serious about taking back control of your energy levels and your overall health, well, let's get into it. Because here is exactly why this journey matters so much. Just think about this massive jump. A low testosterone baseline sits at just 120 nanograms per deciliter. But by following this exact pyramid, the source data shows you can push that all the way up to 1,200. That is literally a 10x increase. We aren't talking about marginal gains here, right? We're talking about a complete night and day transformation of your daily energy, your muscle mass, and your whole mindset. The stakes genuinely couldn't be higher. So how do we actually get there? Here's our roadmap. First, the real foundation. Second, heavy weights and insulin. Third, right fat and body fat. Fourth, sleep's connection. And finally, real nutrients versus fake supplements. Let's start building. Okay, step one, right at the base of our pyramid, the real testosterone foundation. This is all about lifting heavy with a major focus on your legs. And here's the crucial takeaway. When you're lifting heavy weights, you aren't just breaking down muscle. You're actually building these things called androgen receptors. Think of them like dedicated parking spots for testosterone to dock and actually do its job. And since your legs house the most muscle mass in your entire body, training them heavy upgrades these docking points across the largest amount of tissue all at once. It's absolutely fascinating when you think about it. Without these receptors, all the testosterone in the world won't do you a bit of good, because it literally has nowhere to go. Moving right up to step two, heavy weights and insulin. Those heavy compound lifts actually tie directly into how your body manages blood sugar. The source offers this pretty funny but highly effective tip. Picture this. What should you do right after a massive meal at a restaurant? The answer? Squats. No, seriously. The advice is to completely ignore the strange looks from people around you and just knock out some bodyweight squats right then and there. Why? Because a huge meal spikes your blood sugar, and squatting forces your largest muscles to instantly soak that sugar right up. Chronically high insulin drags your testosterone straight down, so keeping it stable is just absolutely vital.
So here's the exact, actionable squat protocol to keep that insulin in check. 1. Hit legs twice a week. 2. Do deep squats. You're aiming for 3 sets of 12 reps here. And 3. Always prioritize compound lifts. Look, bicep curls are fine, but save those isolation movements for after your heavy compounds, never before. Nailing this protocol keeps your insulin totally under control and really lets your hormones thrive.
That brings us to step 3, right fat and body fat. Now, we're shifting our focus from the gym to the kitchen. Testosterone is literally built from cholesterol. It's the raw biological material. If you cut all the fat out of your diet, you are actively destroying your hormone building blocks. You actually want dietary fat to make up about 25 to 33% of your total calories. Things like egg yolks, red meat, and olive oil are absolutely fantastic for this. So please, don't fear the yolk. But remember, there's a strict ceiling here. Once you hit that 33% quota, eating more fat won't magically equal more testosterone. It'll just equal more body fat. And why exactly is excess body fat such a deal breaker? Because of this sneaky little enzyme right here, aromatase. It's produced by your fat tissue, and it does something pretty terrible. It literally takes your hard-earned testosterone and converts it directly into estrogen. It's this vicious cycle. The more body fat you have, the more aromatase you produce, which creates more estrogen, which then forces your body to store even more belly fat. We absolutely have to break this loop. To break that cycle, here is your target sweet spot, 10 to 15% body fat. At this specific level, aromatase stays incredibly low, allowing your testosterone to naturally peak. If you push past 20%, well, the aromatase just takes over again. To stay perfectly consistent with this, the source recommends using an AI app like Kai. You literally just snap a photo of your meal, and it instantly calculates your calories and macros for you. It's a super practical, totally frictionless way to keep yourself locked right in that sweet spot. Moving on to step 4, sleep's testosterone connection. This is a hard truth that way too many people try to ignore. Look at the absolute gravity of this drop. Just 1 week of sleeping only 5 hours a night slashes your testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. Just think about that for a second. Your body only manufactures this hormone while you are deeply asleep. Without proper recovery, your perfect diet and those heavy lifts, they're entirely wasted.
You absolutely need 7 to 9 hours consistently, which means going to bed and waking up at the exact same time.
To fix your sleep right now, follow this rapid-fire checklist. Sleep in a pitch-black room, because light destroys melatonin. Keep the room temperature nice and cool. Keep your phone out of the bed. That blue light absolutely ruins deep sleep. No caffeine past midday, period. And no heavy alcohol at night. If you stick strictly to this mental checklist, you've honestly solved 90% of your sleep issues right there. And finally, we reach the very top of our pyramid, step 5, real nutrients versus fake supplements. This is where the most money gets entirely wasted, so we need to make a massive distinction here. On one side, we have real deficiencies. If you're lacking vitamin D from sunlight, zinc from sweating during those hard training sessions, or magnesium, your testosterone is going to plummet. Supplementing these just brings you back up to a normal baseline. But taking extra? It doesn't boost your levels. It literally just gives you really expensive pee. On the other side are these overhyped boosters like ashwagandha, tonkat ali, and fadoja. The source points out that, sure, while ashwagandha might slightly lower your stress, the rest is largely just internet hype with incredibly poor safety data. Stop wasting your money on scams. If you're only sleeping 5 hours a night, stacking a bunch of pills is not going to save you. Look, if you actually dial in these 5 foundations, lifting heavy, managing your insulin, eating the right fats to stay at 10 to 15% body fat, fiercely protecting your sleep, and totally ignoring those fake supplements, you're going to feel an incredible difference. As the source so humorously puts it, you'll look in the mirror and think, wow, that is a very tall banana. It's the ultimate proof of a truly optimized body and mind. So, looking honestly at your own daily routine right now, which of these 5 foundational steps is secretly destroying your energy, and what exactly are you going to do about it today?